Hi PSA, this is Skylar again. I'm here with Tom Palmer. He's the high school science teacher, and I found out he's taught a lot of different classes here at Abundant Life. But we get a chance to just get some experience that he's had. He's been in the industry for a long time teaching, so we have a great honor to be with him. So, Tom, how long have you been teaching in general? How long have you been teaching?
Yeah, this is my 36th year teaching.
Wow.
And I love it. That's what keeps me going. I enjoy being with young people all the time, and I would say I look forward to Mondays.
Yeah, good.
The years that go by, I'm not getting burned out. I love learning, and I love to interact with young people. So that's what keeps me going.
That's
I
fantastic.
don't have any thoughts of retiring soon.
Oh, good. That's good. And how long have you been with Abundant Life?
Since 1990, so that'd be, I guess, 22 years.
Okay, and wow, that's a long time. You've had a lot of experiences. What classes have you taught here?
Taught pretty much all the sciences: chemistry, biology, physics, physical science, some math courses, some finance courses, Bible courses. I think that's about it.
Okay. And what do you
the whole
like?
range.
Yeah. What do you like teaching the most out of all those?
Probably I enjoy physics the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's fantastic. And have you had international students in those classes?
Yes. Currently we have quite a few, and I love the international students. I mean, I'm not just saying that, but they bring so much to the table as far as their study, their work ethics, and I think they get along here. They're a good fit.
Yeah.
It's a very good fit here.
Good. And if they ever had a problem with English or the content in the class, do they feel comfortable approaching you? And do you have a lot of help for them?
Yes. We're all, we don't have like a special counselor or something just to work with that, but all the teachers here, we incorporate everybody into the classroom, and we all kind of have a good idea of how to conduct the class with students that are maybe struggle a little bit in the English, and so I think all the teachers here have had quite a bit of experience with that, and it's been very successful.
Good. And with the communication between you and the student and you and the parent, do you feel like that connection's good and all the communication is easily understood?
Well, when there have been, sometimes it's more challenges if the foreign student comes and just doesn't know English very well, and that's partly why they're here, of course, is to gain those skills. If depending what level they're at, or that they are in their English skills, if it's like nothing, then yes, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But even the ones that really struggle, it's more like they're sitting, they're gathering, they're getting the culture, they're observing, they're not maybe saying very much, but then they get a little more comfortable. This is kind of typical.
Yeah.
And then they'll get more comfortable with. I'm pretty approachable as a person.
Yeah.
So I always encourage them, come in after class if there's something you didn't quite get. And during the classroom, they will slowly kind of feel more comfortable there. But the students that are here are very, very good at embracing everybody. We're like a big family.
Yeah, that's good. And that's fantastic for in the classroom. Do you have any examples of something you do outside the classroom with physics or math or anything educational?
I'm actually not teaching chemistry. There's another teacher who's doing that at the time. I had taught chemistry in the past, but I know he takes his students down to the university to look at the nuclear power plant. They have a nice tour there.
Oh.
In my physics class, we will go at the end of the year to Great America, which is a big amusement park
Mhm.
and practice the physics while they're
Yeah.
on the roller coaster and stuff, and doing the calculations and things. So it's a day that's actually reserved just for physics students in the whole Chicago to Milwaukee, Madison area.
Mhm.
So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like the activities outside of the classroom are fantastic. And going back inside the classroom, what sort of technology or tools do you have to use to actually teach?
Well, for a number of years, I was the first one here at the school to be given a smart board,
Oh, okay.
which has just been amazing.
Yeah.
When I first got it, it's like, oh no, what did I get into? Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of work to prepare the lessons and have them electronically on there and stuff. But when I realized how it just enhanced the learning, it's just, there's something about this generation and having a screen and how many hours they're used to doing that there's just this natural
Yeah.
bond that happens. So it's been very, very productive having that smart board. So it's all hooked up to it's got like a giant touch screen hooked up to
Wow.
my computer. And,
Yeah.
so we can bring in, as I'm talking about something, there might be a little picture I have there that I blow up and maybe a little link to a YouTube for 2 minutes about what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
that's been great.
Yeah, it sounds like you have access to a lot. With the students here at Abundant Life, do you feel that they're ahead of their peers, or do you feel like they're prepared for high school and college?
Yes, very much. The average, I don't remember what the latest one is, but generally our school tests out like a couple grades higher, I think, than the public schools. Although the public schools here are very good. And I don't know if that was the Wisconsin average or national average when I say that, but yeah, I've had some students that have gone on and done very, very well.
Wow.
I think they're better prepared just in the classrooms are a little smaller size and, like I said, more kind of like a family, and the teachers are looked at as there's not this big gap between the teachers and the students. They feel comfortable to come to any of the teachers, and all the teachers I know here are very welcoming of like, come in after school, come after class if you want to have any questions. And anyway, having that kind of environment is very conducive, I think, to the learning process and having those questions answered. And yeah, some of the students have done really well.
Yeah, and I think that's an important difference is with Abundant Life. You said you taught in public schools before. What do you see as the biggest difference between learning in a public school in America and a private school? I had a public school for a little while, and it was more of a student versus teacher, and there was this line that the students didn't want to cross. Yeah.
And we were almost viewed more as the enemy. Now, that's not all the time that's the case at all, but it's just sort of an experience I had. But it was a middle school, and I remember having my car vandalized after school and stuff, and I'm not a mean kind of teacher or anything. It's just sort of like the environment of what kids did. It was a different state as well, and I don't know if it would be the case in Madison, but we don't have to have policemen patrolling the halls or anything like often happens here. So just having that environment, it's a very, very nice environment.
Yeah, so kids aren't ever worried about safety or bullying or anything?
Right.
Okay. And Abundant Life, it's one of the best schools in Madison and the state of Wisconsin. What have you seen as a personal success story from a student achieving more and abundantly?
Oh, well, we remember a time when we had a student that had a perfect score on the SAT.
Wow.
And it was impressive enough that the local news program came over and interviewed him to see where how he got this, and so I was able to be part of that interview. It was kind of fun. I remember our athletic administrator, or athletic director, really, I'm sorry, was I remember having her daughter years ago, and I had her, that was when I was the only one teaching science, so I had her for physical science, biology, physics, and chemistry. And that's before we had, now we have different tracks so that students can maybe start in biology and go on to chemistry, physics, and then take like an advanced placement, physics, chemistry kind of thing. But back when, before we had the advanced placement classes, she came out of that, and when she went to UW medical school, she was in the honors classes, and now she's a successful practicing physician. So we have had a lot of kids. They come away with not just the academic knowledge, but and especially with all the AP classes that are offered now, but there's more than just that. There's a big part of our school is around ethics and how a student treats an adult, how a student interacts with another student. That ethical behavior is something that they really grasp onto here. Yeah. That they carry with them throughout adulthood. And a lot of it is just because we have a lot of students that, if their parents are going to be paying money to send them here, it's not tax dollars to support here, that there's going to be a vested interest that they have to make sure that, so we're going to get that parental support, I guess is what I'm saying. And so their kids are coming from good families, and that helps a lot. So I can't take the credit or the teachers for that. The students that are here are just of high quality because they're coming from families that really care about their education, so they get involved. They will, so the communication between the parents and teachers is also very, very good, very high.
Good.
I don't know.
Great, no, that's really good. So I can see that you've had a tremendous amount of success here at Abundant Life, and Abundant Life has had a tremendous amount of success itself. If you could give one recommendation for why a parent would choose Abundant Life, what would you recommend?
Well, I think it's what I was just sort of talking about, that that ALCS is about kind of developing the whole person, not just intellectually, but and we have a great athletic program, so physically and but also socially and it's just it's a pleasant, warm type of environment that the teachers get along really well with the administration. We don't have a union or anything. There's not that bridge between us and the administration. We see the administration as being the hardest workers that there are. Just the other night there was, I know one of them left at like 11 o'clock at night. Wow. The other one at 10:45, and they just put in the hours and the work and the time, because to us this isn't just a job. It's a ministry. It's a calling, I guess. And I'm not saying this so you feel sorry for me or something, but that's pretty much all I do is schoolwork, and I love it. I love the research, adding to my curriculum. I'm trying to stay up on the latest sciences and things, and the grading papers and stuff. But it's a job that goes on into the evening, and I have my weekends and stuff. But I don't know if I would pour that much energy into something, and I know I'm speaking for all the staff and the administration, if it were just for the money, because frankly we don't get as much money as they do in the public schools or the benefits. So we're not doing it for that. We're doing it for way more than that, and that's I think a good reason why the parents choose ALCS.
Yeah, wow, that's fantastic. Well, again, Tom Palmer, science teacher at Abundant Life, 20 years here. So thank you so much, Tom. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Yeah.